Hi, everybody in YouTube land. My name is Michael Zingara. I'm the host of this Average Guy Guitar channel. Today we're going to talk about slides, different types, and what options you have, what to look for in this slide, and why it's a good idea to have more than just one. So I'm going to show you the different types that I have. I don't necessarily have all of them, but I do have a nice collection of them. And basically, I'm going to talk about each one, the benefits to it. And the reason why I'm not doing a sound video on this, because it's kind of crazy the amount of different factors that go in making a good slide tone. String gauge, string composition, way you pluck it, what picks you use, personal technique, all make a difference on the sound. All right. And that right there is why it's probably not a bad idea to have a good handful of slides if this is the type of style that you want to do. Now I'm going to show you what I have, and I'm going to talk about how to actually create a bottleneck slide out of a whiskey bottle or something like that. There's a lot of guys that use different medicine jars, especially the old school blues guys back in the day. I've seen guys use cigar tube containers, all kinds of interesting stuff. Back when this style was being invented down in the Delta, there was cats that used their pocket knives, played their guitar with a knife. There was guys who just used little pieces of metal and didn't fret anything. But let me start with the three most basic types of slides that you're going to find in your average guitar center, Sam Ash type place, or as I like to call guitar center, cigar center. All right. Those guys are kind of full of themselves and stuff like that. But anyway, so here's the basic types that you can get there. This is a brass slide. Okay. Basically, you're going to want to look for a nice beveled edge. The wall thickness and the outer dimension. You know, some guys like it here. Some guys put it on the pinky. I've even seen guys buy slides for their middle finger. All right. There's good reasons for all of that. Okay, here's the average music store steel slide. Okay. You'll notice that with these two, they're pretty thin walled. Not necessarily a bad thing. All right. I went to a mom and pop shop, and I guess there's a guy in the neighborhood who makes thicker, heavier slides. All right. So, I haven't even taken the price tag off of this one yet. I just got it. But, you know, with the brass slides, it's nice. They're going to corrode a little bit. You're going to want to take some brass polish to them and keep them nice and slick because you want them glassy. You'll notice this is more a thicker wall slide. So that's pretty decent. I think I paid $5 for this. All right. Slides don't have to cost an arm and a leg. And they're not any better if some rock star puts their name on them. Okay. I'm going to show you some more, what I call the unusual. Oh, back to basic. Here's a glass slide. A lot of people like this glass sound. It's pretty diverse. I can pretty much put it wherever. I don't know why the hell you do that because you can't silence it, but this is a guitar store type slide. Here's a skinnier one that I bought out of a mom and pop place. guitar slide fits the pinky perfect, so don't be afraid. You know, if you can, put these suckers on and size them out. You know, and you know, basically when you're sizing them, you want to be able to bend your joint right there. All right, on the pinky, not so much, but still, it's advisable. Okay, so that's the metal side. That's the glass slide. A lot of guys like this is a ceramic material, like stoneware. It's pretty hefty. See, it's a big bulky slide. A lot of guys like this. There is no one right answer about what is the best slide. It's personal taste, and your hands will dictate it. Now with the stoneware, with that tip, it squeezes a little bit tighter right there. So it's a good thing. Alright. Now, unless you have a pedal steel guitar, this is what you're not going to want to buy. This is a slide bar. It's made by Jen Dunlop. It's heavy as heck. The reason why it's heavy, when a cat plays it on a slide guitar, bars like a dobro or a pedal steel or something like that, the actual weight of the bar is what's pressing down, because on those instruments, the strings at least this high up off the bridge. That's why lap steel guitar, the frets are painted in, because you're never going to make contact with your finger down to the fingerboard. So this is kind of a smaller tone bar. It's more designed for lap steel. They'll have longer lengths for pedal steel, because pedal steel has more strings. It's 6 or above usually. So that's what that looks like. This is an unusual bar, shaped like a U. Okay. It's kind of a hybrid bar. And this is what comes with the PV Power slide. Alright. That's a chrome. Okay. There are stainless steel slides out there. I don't personally own one yet. But it's all about the surface. Now here's one. This is a chrome dome. And this has got a rounded end on it. It's not designed, I mean, it's too short to actually use for pedal steel. It's top heavy, alright? So basically the concept behind that is when you're doing your vibrato, you got this weight moving back and forth to help you achieve those gritty, bluesy vibratos that everybody likes, and kind of a cool idea. Alright. Here's something, okay. This is a partial slide. Some dudes do this where they're only gonna do 2 or 3 strings the most. You know, usually it's the E and the B string. And so that's a partial slide. This partial slide came with this, which is called the the Shy Slide. Basically, you see it's got grooves cut out right there. Comes with a little piece of Velcro. You put it through there. It'll go on your finger like that. Now I'm not sure if you're supposed to use it in conjunction like that and then flip it around when you want to use your fingertip or what have you. I'd have to do that up here. Not really sure. I probably should look it up on the internet. Anybody could provide a nice link on the comments, that'll be pretty cool. But Velcro goes through here, and basically you should be able to, you know, put it on the middle section of your finger or what have you, and flip it around when you need to play normal guitar. So, and it wasn't an expensive thing, man. I paid like $6.55 for that. I don't even know if they're even made anymore because I like to go to different mom and pop guitar stores. You know, if you got a glass slide, save that packaging to store it in. You're going to have a lot less broken slides. With the glass stuff, the breakable stuff, don't put it in with your metal stuff. Move it around too much, you're going to break it. Alright. Right here. Now, here's how you make a whiskey bottle slide. Okay? Find one that fits your finger good. Alright? It's got a nice slick surface. Think something that you think you're going to like. Basically, you're going to want to take some thick string, like butcher's twine, for example. And you're going to want to soak that in Vaseline. And one part cigarette lighter fluid and 2 parts Vaseline. You make a paste and you soak that in there. You tie that string off to where you want the slide to end. Basically light it on fire, okay? And then the bottle will break off right there where that heat is. So that's the easiest and safest way to do it. With that type of slide, you got to be careful with the soft edges. You're going to want to buff out and not too many people got a glass grinder, but you want to basically take it to a buffing wheel, buff out those rough edges, and you'll have a slide, a glass slide all your own, totally uniquely yours. So that's basically how you make a glass slide. I'm not a drinking man myself, but basically I'm gonna start sticking my fingers in bottle holes and see if I can find a slide, and if I can, I'll make a video demonstrating on how to make one of these and how to grind it down and everything. So I think that'd be interesting for some guys. You can go to different lumber yards, buy piping and stuff like that. I wonder what a PVC slide is gonna sound like. I guess that's something else I might check out and do. But you know, you buy the pipe, try to sand down the sharp edges of it. That way you don't end up cutting yourself and stuff like that. That's bad enough that our fingers all bled when we started playing or what have you. No sense in giving yourself an injury now. So I know a lot of guys that get locked into liking certain gear and they don't ever change, and they get locked into a certain type of guitar, a certain type of distortion, a certain type of amp and stuff like that. Don't want to experiment with anything. Well, the quickest way to change your tone is how you approach playing with your hand. A pick change will quick your tone quicker than anything. String changes will make your tone different. And that's besides getting a whole nother guitar and stuff, that's a cheap way to spice up your playing or what have you. So I encourage everybody to experiment with the slide. If you got a slide and you're just starting out with the slide guitar or what have you, you don't necessarily like it, hold on to it. There might be a day later where that will be your favorite slide. So don't get gear crazy where you buy stuff and sell it. Pack it away. It's only just a little bitty thing. And someday you'll be happy that you did it. Alright, so I'm trying to think what else. So, experiment with glass medicine bottles. There's companies that actually sell replicas of medicine bottles that different famous blues players have played. Try the cigar containers. Basically, if you cut one of those off, be careful when you do it because it's a lot of that material is very collapsible. But you still need to grind that down and all. With the cigar, with one of those metal cigar holders, most of them are rounded on the end. So just make that one cut. That way you don't have to smooth out both sides. Be smart about it. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave comments. Uh, this is kind of a different guitar channel where I'm doing different things and stuff. Check out my intro video, my 411 intro video, basically to get a handle on what's going on. I appreciate comments. If you guys got any, throw your 2 cents in there, or you know something good, clue me in on it, and I'll spread the word. All right, rock on, good people, and see you later.